Hello everyone, welcome. Thanks for liking my videos and subscribing to my channel. Here I am standing at the entrance to Mactan Newtown. I brought you a few videos where the water fountains were not working right behind me. They are working again. Let's turn the camera around, take a little bit of a walk and talk about various things that you should know about when you relocate to Mactan Newtown. There are the gorgeous fountains. They do light up at night. That is the Mactan al fresco food court. And I just wanted to talk about various things that I left out of my two previous videos about leasing a condo and moving into your condo and preparing to live here long term. And just to summarize my two previous videos, I think the most important thing you guys need to do is straighten out your financing and your banking. Make sure that you have a debit card that works internationally. If not, contact your bank. Make sure that the bank knows you're in a foreign country and going to be transacting. Your financing and your banking, I think, is probably one of the most important things you need to do to make sure that you have adequate access to cash. This is primarily a cash-based society here. And if it's not cash-based, you can use a e-wallet called Gcash. Some foreigners have this e-wallet set up in their own name. Some people will have a Filipina who has a Gcash account, and you can easily transfer money into that Filipina's Gcash account. It's not really easy to set up a Gcash as a foreigner. You do need I believe, an ACR card. That's a permanent residency or temporary residency card that you get after your second visa extension. I do not have a Gcash card. I think I tried setting one up. It was kind of difficult. Even setting up a local phone number is not real easy here in the Philippines. That's another reason why I chose to stay with my Verizon International plan. I was here a few times before. I was having a hard time setting up a phone number here. They have some strange authorization to set phone numbers up here. I tried setting a Gcash account up. It was not that easy. So I decided that I was going to try to do my financing here without a Gcash account in my name. And that's why I brought you the video using Remitly to transfer money to you yourself and Western Union. So some of the other things that you need to consider after your banking are medical. What are you going to do in case of an emergency? And for those new to the Philippines, the medical system here is primarily cash-based. Unlike America, where they need and are required to treat everybody, in the Philippines, they won't treat you if you don't prepay. That is a large difference between the Philippines and America. You essentially need to pay for your services before you receive your services. And there are many YouTube videos and many stories of people trying to pay for their medical service here in the Philippines before they get treated. So what do you do? There's two schools of thought. You buy international health insurance, or you self-insure. As we look at the Barangay Health Center right there, that's basically public health insurance or public health care. So what do? Do you buy insurance? Do you self-insure? I know there's a lot of YouTubers that are pushing in a health insurance plan. I looked into it. I choose to self-insure, and all that means is you just keep a chunk of cash in a bank. I keep it in my American bank, and in the event there's a health crisis, I can use that cash and pay for any serious health problems that come up, or dental problems for that matter. I just found that when I researched the health insurance options here to pay about $200 a month into health insurance, I think some of those insurances don't pay a lot when you do file a claim. I just felt self-insuring was the way for me to go. I know a lot of expats will buy that insurance. So you have to kind of do your own research. The only thing I can say is that when you do get treated here in the Philippines, the cost is much lower. I just recently watched a YouTuber that had a 5-day stay at a hospital in Manila, and that total 5-day stay cost him about $6,000 US. And he had a host of different tests performed on him, and to me that seems reasonable. Your other option is to buy insurance, and I saw premiums quoted $200 or $300 a month you're paying into the premium, and then when you do need it, you're going to have to concern yourself and worry about, are they going to pay the claim or not? And I heard various stories. Some of these insurance companies are good, some are not, some have limited coverage. So based on that, I decided to self-insure and not buy the health insurance that's offered here in the Philippines. And for those new to the Philippines, there's really two types of medical facilities. You have a public facility and you have private facilities. The private facilities, if you get treated there, typically the quality of care is a little bit better, but it's a little more costly than public. And when I get treated, if I get treated, I most likely will go to a private healthcare system to get treated. And the YouTuber I saw in Manila, that was a private healthcare, and he had a battery of tests. He had an in-hospital stay for 5 days. It included a colonoscopy, and he paid $6,000 US. I think that's a reasonable amount to self-insure. Obviously, everybody has their own unique financial situation, and it's going to be up to you. But you should investigate where some of your medical and dental clinics are near where you live, and that's the purpose of this video. And I just walked to one of the dental and healthcare clinics that's very near Mactan Newtown, and here it is. I have used this dentist before. I think this dentist is awesome. I'm not even sure how to pronounce it. It's the Dental Healthcare Center, General Dentistry, Orthodontics. And right here, I recommend using this dentist. And this is the phone number you can reach them at. And you just saw me walk. It's less than a 5-minute walk. You can actually see the Mactan Newtown towers from this dental clinic. There's also a dental clinic over by the Sebastian Hotel, which is across the road from LG Garden. I have not used that, but I did use this one, and they are very reasonable. I know somebody who had a tooth extracted. It was a loose tooth, somebody's child, and they extracted the tooth for 500 pesos here. just to give you an idea. This is also a medical clinic as well. Right across the alleyway you have this clinic and the clinic schedules. Mactan Doctors Hospital, Matumbo Clinic, Mactan Proper Clinic. Those are your hours. You kind of wait here, you see a doctor. Very convenient, and I heard some of these doctors here are actually pretty good. Right there, here's a pediatrics, internal medicine, pediatrics, adult cardiology, and there is your contact information. And essentially all you do is you kind of wait out here on the chair. Looks like you sign in on the book right there, and you see a doctor. It's pretty rudimentary. It's kind of like the 1940s in America, where you just show up on the doorstep of the doctor and they see you. And it was kind of the same way as the dentist. Now you might have specialty care. You might have a special condition that you'd want to see a specialty doctor for. And for that, I would recommend that you go into Cebu City to the Chung Hospital. I heard that Chung is one of the best medical facilities in the Cebu area. I see a lot of YouTubers using Chung. So if you have a specialty condition, heart conditions, arthritis conditions, anything along those lines, I recommend you go into Cebu to Chung. You can look up doctors' names. You make a phone call to them. They have certain hours of the week that they will see patients. You call their receptionist person. She will answer the phone and she will schedule you in to see the doctor, the specialty doctors. So that's what I recommend for your medical. I don't recommend that you go to the public healthcare systems here in the Philippines, but I do know some people that do. So I wanted to give you this video to talk and introduce a little bit more about medical and dental, and that you can go to some of these clinics like that dental clinic. Shortly I'm going to have my teeth cleaned at that dental clinic, and I will explain to you how long it took, the quality of care, how much it costs. I'll bring you that video here in the near future. So that is your video for today. Thanks for liking, thanks for subscribing. Feel free to share the video with anybody you feel is interested in this content. Take care and stay safe. As a side note, here's one of those small air-conditioned city buses, most likely going to the Gisano Mall. Take about a 15-minute bus ride. There's a lot of these small buses going all over Mactan Island. I think it's the best form of transportation in the Philippines because it's air-conditioned, it's convenient, and it's cheap. And in case your partner wants to birth at home, I just saw this poster posted, and they do offer in-home birthing services and childcare. Also, another side note, if you want to buy some inexpensive clothes, the Happy Mart, right near the intersection, offers some decent bargains next to the Donuts R Us store.